Conservatives have now become the most annoying guys out there, who they always were, obviously, but now they're doing the exact same thing that like annoying liberals were doing, but this time from the conservative side. So it's doubly annoying because at least the liberals had like empathy and morality on their side. Conservatives are just as smarmy and just as annoying in their identity politics, and it's also immoral. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why can you not have fun at all? Let's get to this. I think this is the most important part of the night, from my perspective at least. Like, I thought the John Cena naked stuff was funny, but I'm going to talk about Jonathan Glazer. Jonathan Glazer is the director and now Oscar award winner for Zone of Interest. I have not seen Zone of Interest yet. I really, really want to watch it, but I understand it. I get it. I've seen Zone of Interest type movies at the very least a million times over, even though this movie in and of itself does not go the played out cliche route of the Holocaust movies, some of which are phenomenal and obviously masterpieces. Others are basically just, you know, just rehashing the same like Oscar bait stuff. Jonathan Glazer wrote a movie or made a movie about off a book about the banality of evil and also the interest that the self-interest that people demonstrate even in times of like intense cruelty. Tragedy Oscar bait is the normal trope, yes, but I think that it takes a very interesting, very different look talking about the normalization of cruelty. Exactly, like how normal people operate next to Auschwitz, right? And I think that that is obviously a very important story and a very important framework, especially considering the parallels between what is going on in Gaza, right? The normalization of cruelty that comes with a fascist government. And we are there. We're there. This is like what's going on, and what's going on in Israel is a great parallel. And I would have been shocked, like I said, like I tweeted yesterday, I would have been shocked if he didn't actually bring that up, but he did. And for that, a lot of people are yelling at him, as a matter of fact. By the way, thank you, Majority Report, for the raid. I said, Glazer made a movie about the banality of evil during the Holocaust. It would have been odd if he didn't mention the parallels to Gaza. Respect for saying something to an otherwise hostile room. Remember, they booed Michael Moore's speech for criticizing the Iraq War. Jonathan Glazer calls for a ceasefire, highlights the importance of separating political conflicts from the shared humanity and suffering experienced by all involved parties. You mean the Nazis are shouting at him? Jonathan can glaze my Zone of Interest anytime. Okay. Jonathan Glazer's speech was blacklisted from the Oscars YouTube account, Lamau. Yes. Here's the thing, okay? Look, let's just hear what his speech is, and then I'll go through it.
Thank you to the Academy for this honor, and to our partners A24, Film for Access, and the Polish Film Institute, to the Auschwitz-Birkenau State Museum for their trust and guidance, to my producers, actors, collaborators. All our choices were made to reflect and confront us in the present, not to say, look what they did then, rather look what we do now. Our film shows where dehumanization leads at its worst. It shaped all of our past and present. Right now, we stand here as men who refute their Jewishness and the Holocaust being hijacked by an occupation which has led to conflict for so many innocent people. Whether the victims of October the 7th in Israel, or the ongoing attack on Gaza, all the victims of this dehumanization. How do we resist? Alexandra Bistron Kaladziejczak, the girl who glows in the film as she did in life, chose to. I dedicate this to her memory and her resistance. Thank you.
I mean, why is saying it on the stage so important? The people that watch this shit are sheep anyways? Dude, what are you talking about? First of all, that's like the majority of the planet. Everyone is a sheep, okay? The entire point is waking up sheep. The people cheering and clapping aren't the Americans. Let me fade out. Yeah. I think that was a massive deal, okay? That was a massive deal. It's the biggest stage. His movie directly talks about it. He openly says using Judaism and the Holocaust in the name of like contributing to atrocities that people face akin to like the similarities are there, the mechanized version of death that befalls upon a largely civilian population. Like it's a perfect take. Okay. It was a very brave thing for him to say. And the reason why it's a very brave thing for him to say, obviously, like a lot of you are brain broken from hearing me constantly talk about this, but there's a very big difference between me talking about this on my stream versus saying it at the Oscars after winning as a Jewish man, winning a award for your movie that literally talked about the Holocaust. The fact that you're bringing that up there, he is the perfect person to talk about this, okay? The perfect person, the singular perfect person to talk about this on that stage was him. And he did it. He used the moment. I mean, it's just like he has literally all the backing and all the credibility. And guess what, dude? The ADL is big mad, of course. So many ultra Zionists are so unimaginably ass pained over this shit, okay? There was, what is that? Noah Tishby lady was like, I cannot believe how anti-Jewish the Hollywood liberals have become. And it's like, dude, what are you saying? You are the most delusional person on the planet, dude. They are all Hamas supporters, like you. Anyway, ADL, Times of Israel, accepting Oscar. Glazer says, don't use our Jewishness and Holocaust to justify Gaza war. Director of award-winning The Zone of Interest Holocaust movie laments occupation, dehumanization in Israel and Gaza. Several celeb wear pins calling for ceasefire. As widely predicted, Oppenheimer, the biopic of Jewish nuclear scientist J. Robert Oppenheimer, swept a number of categories of Sunday's Oscars, including Best Picture, in a year unusually heavy with Jewish nominees. But the most talked about Jewish moment of the night came courtesy of Jonathan Glazer, writer-director of the cerebral Holocaust drama. Dude, it's kind of funny. I just realized that like two dudes that were up for Best Male Actor were two Gentiles that were portraying themselves as Jewish men. I didn't even put that together. That's crazy. You had Bradley Cooper and Cillian Murphy. That's wild. Anyway, there was an end Jewish hate commercial during the Oscars too. Yeah, exactly. There was a literal like anti-Semitism ad and everything. Standing alongside producer James Wilson and Len Blavatnik during his acceptance speech for the Best International Feature, Glazer, who is Jewish and came to Israel on a 5-month program with a student at London Jewish Free School, denounced Israel's occupation of Palestinian territory, which he said had led to dehumanization that had affected both Israelis and Palestinians. Our film shows where dehumanization leads at its worst. It's all shaped all of our past and present. Right now, we stand here as men who refute their Jewishness and the Holocaust being hijacked by an occupation, which has led to conflict for so many innocent people, whether the victims of October 7th in Israel or the ongoing attack in Gaza. He added to the applause and cheers. This part is really important, okay? He is directly pointing out the atrocities of October 7 and laying the blame in the hands of the Israeli occupation where it belongs. He is right to say this. This is the correct take. This is a take that would get you blasted a couple months ago, okay? This is a take that I've had since day one that like the Harvard student coalitions had as well and got punished for it, like aggressively punished for it. Did you see all the lying monsters intentionally cutting the quota? We denounce our Jewishness. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know what they were saying, but Jonathan Glazer, you hijacked the Oscars for a naive, selfish, and vile narrative blaming the victim. Gaza was not occupied on October 7. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Glazer's reference to Israel's war in Gaza came after pro-Palestinian protesters snarled traffic around the Dolby Theater as Oscars kicked off. In a previous acceptance speech last month, Wilson criticized innocent people being killed in Gaza as something people should face head-on rather than from behind. The walls we construct in our lives, which we choose not to look behind, in an allusion to the film's depiction of Nazis and their families as willfully ignorant of the murder of Jews just beyond their gardens. So the entire point of like Zone of Interest is literally you can smell the crematoriums in Auschwitz. You can smell it. Some people know what it's about. Other people don't. But you should be curious as to what's going on. And many people just know. They know. Deep down inside, they know. They hear the screams. That's the whole point. Okay? Variety should really correct this. This is not at all what Jonathan Glazer said. It's missing some key words. Right now, we stand here as men who refute their Jewishness, whether the victims of, what they misquoted them? Jesus Christ, this hard? They purposely misread his speech, basically this. I simply cannot fathom the moral rot in someone's soul that leads them to win an award for a movie about the Holocaust and with the platform given to them to accept that award by saying, we stand here as men who refute their Jewishness. This is a good fucking... What? The full quote, we stand here as men who refute their Jewishness and the Holocaust being hijacked by an occupation which has led to a conflict for so many innocent people. Ben is so mad about it. Of course he is. In Jonathan Glazer's zone of interest, you don't see one Jew. Those are the best Jews, according to Glazer. The faceless victim screaming in the distance. Ironically, he's the villain, picking up awards from the bodies of these anonymous dead Jews while ignoring the living ones getting slaughtered in Gaza envelope by genocidal murderers. Bro, that's crazy. Ben is the most Israel-coded American Jewish man I've ever seen. Like, down to the wire of like just the aggressive militant attitude. Like, how did you develop this, dog? You grew up in Los Angeles. If you say stuff like this, you have to be wearing capri pants and DJing, okay? This is, I'm wearing capri pants and I'm DJing and I'm saying Hamas terror babies energy. You grew up in LA. What? It doesn't make any sense. Where did you develop this? You don't even listen to techno music. You are not allowed. If you don't listen to the worst techno you've ever seen, you can't have this energy, bro. He went to Walter Reed Middle School and a Jewish high school. That's where he got it. No, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This energy is straight up like a very right-wing Israeli energy that Ben should not have at all. Okay, that's my point. Like, this is like learned behavior. Anyway. You are surprised to learn that the world has more sympathy for the victims of a genocide, the Palestinians, rather than its perpetrators, Israelis. I heard from many people you are the best the right has to offer, but this tweet suggests you are an incomplete Israel apologist. I mean, he is, yes. I'm a little confused what he means by refute his Jewishness. Can you explain what he was saying a little? Yes, he's saying we refute our Jewishness and the Holocaust being used by Israel. He's not saying he refutes his Jewishness. He's saying he refutes Israel's utilization of Judaism and the memory of the Holocaust to do a genocide. That's crazy, dude. Did you see the guy who tried to dedicate Glazer's Oscar to Israel himself? I dedicate Jonathan Glazer's Oscar to the brave and brilliant men and women of the IDF and the state of Israel. Don't stop till the enemy is defeated. Zionists undefeated and finding new unique things to steal. Like, what do you mean? Nah, I don't care. I don't care what the movie's about. Nah. La 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 la. I can't hear you. It's actually about. I've decided it's actually good. The movie is not telling me what I think it's telling me. I will refuse to learn. It's my Oscar now. Big Oscar year for the whites, dude. I'm sorry. It's a good year for movies, and it was a good year for the Oscars. Stop. I hate that, like. Conservatives have now become the most annoying guys out there who they always were, obviously, but now they're doing the exact same thing that like annoying liberals were doing, but this time from the conservative side. So it's doubly annoying because at least the liberals had like empathy and morality on their side. Conservatives are just as smarmy and just as annoying in their identity politics, and it's also immoral. So shut the It's just like doubly shitty. It's doubly shitty. How did you do this? How did you arrive at the worst possible position on this issue? Like, they went from Oscars so white, Oscars so woke to like Oscars literally so white, and it's awesome. Shut up. Just make movies, watch movies, enjoy movies. I'm sick and tired of this nonsense. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. They are the radlibs now. Just enjoy shit. Why can you not have fun at all? Why? Why is it like impossible to have fun? Movies bad though? No, they're not. Movies very good. This year, great year for movies, even though there was massive strikes happening. And this upcoming year now, 2024, already started out with a goddamn banger with Dune 2. Okay? Movies are back. And everyone is saying it. Everyone is saying it. Once I saw Barbenheimer double feature, I was like, that's it. Movies are back, baby. They're back. Whether you like it or not, they are so back, okay, in a big way. Doing two bitches at the same damn time, that's what I'm talking about, dude. Wokeness is dead. Well, that was surprising, says Elon Musk. Best picture, all white cast. Best supporting actor, white guy. Best actor, white guy. Best actress, white chick. Best director, white guy. How desperate are you to turn around and utilize Oscars so white, but then say it's like a positive? Winning an Oscar now just means you won the woke contest. Guess I was wrong. And then of course you have the John Cena was actually doing a humiliation ritual for the Illuminati takes. Twitter is just insane now. It's just insane. Winning an Oscar now just means you won the woke contest. They should rename it as Wokewood or Holly Woke. Yes. Just a bunch of like very dumb people who are only creative when it comes to like being incredibly mentally unwell. Elon caught workshopping that tweet. The genius gears turn. Winning an Oscar now just means you won the woke contest. Winning an Oscar now just means you were the best quisling. Fartlow came out hot. I woke up this morning and felt unbelievable despair about Hollywood. For years, I felt it is a bad place. Okay, I'm doing her accent correctly because remember, she is Scottish, okay? She's Scottish. Eve Fartlow is Scottish. I have witnessed firsthand several times how this epicenter of popularity treats people with courage. Last night, it rewarded people with cowardice. Jews who refute their identity were applauded on the Oscars podium. Non-Jews who wore red pin badges celebrating Jewish lynchings in the name of peace were photographed having the night of their lives. Hours later at Vanity Fair, Mark Ruffalo said humanity is winning. No, Mark, humanity is not winning. Ego, money, and power is. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, that's what she sounds like. Look it up. That's literally, yeah. Another banger from Eve Fartlow. Remember that former banger from Eve Fartlow where she said, just left a massage therapist, saw a free parking sign, thought that the sign said free Palestine. Us Jews are tired. Free parking. Jews are tired. Yeah, Amber Heard's bestie. Oh, yeah. You have Brianna Wu falling for Hasbara stickers. Babies are occupiers too. Free Palestine by any means necessary. There is no way this is real, man. Oh, God, she's so stupid. It's crazy how stupid she is. Wait, what? I don't want to go after him publicly, but the concept of baby settlers recently popularized by the #1 Twitch streamer. Then that person ever been in Twitch? Wait, what? Yeah! That's right. That's me. Classic. Thank you for acknowledging that I'm the #1 Twitch streamer on the planet. Everybody stop saying Kai Cenat. Guys, stop saying Kai Cenat. No, she means me because I'm the #1 Twitch streamer. Ben, dude, I don't know. I just like it's so ridiculous, dude. Anyway, much respect to Jonathan Glazer. Like I said, what a G, what an absolute G for openly coming out there and being like, listen, not in our name. This is bullshit. Okay. I have so much respect for a dude who was the most qualified to talk about this on stage. And now everybody's yelling at him. The ADL, which is a fraudulent institution at this point, okay, ultimately, in its inception, it was for a very good cause. Obviously, anti-Semitism is horrible and should be stopped. ADL is now Apartheid Defense League through and through, okay? Apartheid Defense League to the goddamn bone, okay? Holy shit. He's in here. Law, hi again, Hassan. Hope you're having a lovely day. What is this? Michael Rapaport? Let's go. My goat.
Why do you weak-ass, as a Jew, Jews have Jewish in your profile?
Yeah, tell it to him. Tell it to him, Michael. He's the beacon, the paragon of strength, dude. Yeah. God, I love him. At least he's like, out of all of the Hasbara ultra nationalists out there, I think Michael is the most tolerable. He sucks so bad, but like at least he's watchable. You know what I mean? Brett Gelman, unwatchable in my opinion. Amy Schumer, unwatchable. But when Michael goes off, I'm like, that's my guy.
File or Jew for ceasefire. I'm a Jew for.
Like he always seems like he's gonna do a rap battle for defending Israel. It's like any one of you that wants to take it up, I will fucking put the mic on and do a rap battle for Israel. Do you understand? Yeah, they call it a genocide, but the real genocide was October 7th. Recognize. If you don't like techno music, you off.
Palestine in your profile, huh? Why do you feel the need to explain that? You think you get good guy points for that bullshit? It shows how much you care.
No, dude, no. It's because people genuinely have, like, I know this is really hard, okay? I know this is really hard for you to comprehend because you're a piece of shit. But people, okay? But other people legitimately look at that and go, that's insane, okay? That's really bad. And they probably have a real distaste in Israel doing all of this stuff while simultaneously saying that they're doing it for Judaism when it is so far removed, okay? That's the difference.
Or how evolved you are from all the other Jewish people.
Yeah. Hamas is being a sucker MC, yo.
You weak-ass, self-hating. You have no knowledge of self. You could post as many watermelons and flags and explain this, that, and the third. But know this.
Okay.
If you were in Israel on October 7th, you would be raped, kidnapped, murdered, and had your homes burnt down with you and all your Jewish family in them, just like all the other Jews. If they had a chance, those radical jihadists, to get...
So, like, when on October 8th, victims, survivors from Kibbutz Be'eri, when they were saying that this is a direct consequence of Israel's apartheid, Israel's occupation, okay? Is Michael Rapaport owning them in the marketplace of ideas as well? He's like, you're a fake Jew, unlike me in New York, safe and sound, right? Like, they were saying it too. It's just so, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Glazer is a descendant of survivors of the Kishinev pogrom, which was one of the major justifications used for the Zionist movement and the need for a Jewish state in the early 1900s.
Get their hands on you. Never, ever, 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 ever forget. You could post all you want, but if they had a chance, they would treat you as a Jew, you weak-ass, embarrassing.
I think that, like, the notion, and this is, like, very real in ultra-Zionist circles, like, if you criticize Israel, you're just like anti-Semitic, is just so damaging to the discourse. It's completely shut off some people from, like, from basically seeing the light in this situation. It's just like there are a lot of people who saw the atrocities on October 7. It broke their brains, and they were just like, I'm done. No, it's over. I'm looking for only people who agree with me, and anyone who disagrees with me on this issue it must be straight up an anti-Semite. And it's like, no matter how many Israelis, Jews, Holocaust historians, like, no matter who is like, hey dog, this is an apartheid, he doesn't want to listen to it. Okay, that's it. No more information can come in. Exactly. It's just, I'm shutting out anyone that opposes this take. Anyone and everyone. Not even other Jewish people. Yeah, don't. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, I see it. I've heard it. I've heard it myself. Like, the treatment of anti-Zionist Jews as though they're like self-hating Jews is an inherently anti-Semitic thing to say. Like calling them capos and shit. And it's crazy. Anyway.